Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Sin Survival. My name is Matt, and today is episode 11. I'm still on the back of my joyous victory over the Wither. I've had a pretty nice weekend. My girlfriend was up in Sydney, so we had a nice time. So I haven't had time to record too much, but I have had a little bit of time just to play around here and there. And what I've done is I've sort of, as you can see, I've cleared out sort of the area under the beacon. I've moved the beacon under there and I've got some footage of that, so I'll fast forward that when I get a chance. And here comes the rain. Excellent. Um, so yes, I'll show that image now, but in a second. But I just want to go through for a few things. I'm going to change the name of my channel, so it's going to be Sin's Survival. So SYNSURVIVAL, Sin Survival. Because I was using my personal account, and I think it'd be better if I just use a dedicated YouTube channel account, so it's the same as everything else. So I guess it's more continuity within my channel. So this will probably be the last video that I upload to this one. I've already started uploading all the other videos to my new channel, so it's not going to lose anything. It's just I'm going to lose the views and that sort of stuff. So don't worry about that. Alrighty, and onward we go. So I'll skip across now, and when you want to come back, I'll be probably in a very similar spot to where I left off in making this. Alright, guys, I'll be back in a second. I want to build the throne room above the beacon, and I want the beacon light to come through the bottom of my throne chair, so it looks like it looks like it's shining down from the heavens onto me. So what I'm planning to do is I'm going to move it all under here. I've cleared out this whole space, and that way when I want to make it bigger and bigger as well, I certainly can down here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start digging away all these blocks. I know I'm going to have to use another iron ingot, but that's okay. I'm pretty happy to do that, at least for this one. Sorry about that. I'm feeling a bit under the weather, but I'm going to continue, and hopefully the audio will come out all right. Otherwise, you'll have to bear with me for just this episode. Now, what I'm looking at here is I'm going to remove the beacon block, I'm going to remove everything, and I take it downstairs. So either we'll put it in a time lapse if it's not too long, or I'll just cut through when I've started making the pyramid. All right, guys, I'll be back in a second. Okay, guys, now I'm back. So as you can see, the beacon is now on the floor. I've got holes here just to signify where I was going to, where the edges were, so I didn't have to figure it out and make a mistake. As you can see, the pyramid is down here, and the beacon block is right here. It actually worked out a lot better than I thought. I didn't think I'd actually get it to this level. I thought it would be one below, but that works out great. So it's now time to activate the beacon with an iron ingot. So I'm going to do speed again and regeneration and hit done, and there we go. I got speed and regeneration again, so I can run around really fast. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to fill in these holes like that. Oops. Try again. and that one, and that one, and I'll re-slab this up. And this block here has to have visible blocks over it, because if I put a dark block over it when it updates, it no longer can see the sky, and when I get rid of it, it will come back and it'll still be the same. So yeah, so what I'll probably do is I'll probably make my chair out of glass or something similar, and that way I can have I can essentially have a really good a really good throne room. Now, so yeah, I wanted to move that. I'm not sure how I'm going to design the throne room, but I'm assuming I'm going to put it in something in this area here. I may remove this fence here and put in just a big glass wall, so I can either look out this way. I'm not really sure. I think I should be looking out this way, because this is where the rest of the base is. So I'm going to be sitting probably 2 or 3 blocks higher here, so I can see everything around above this. And yes, so the other thing I wanted to show you, this is my chest of everything. So I'll leave everything in there for the moment. But yeah, so I made some stairs here, so you can come straight out of that door up the stairs towards the throne room, and under here, I'll probably end up closing this off. I don't know. I'm not sure. I haven't figured out how to make it look nice aesthetically, at least under here. So I'll figure that out. But I will put in a walkway, so as you're walking up these stairs, you can actually get over here and get over to this area here. I may remove these slabs here. I don't know why. Sorry, the reason I put the slabs in is so it matches everywhere else, where there's a half step up to the edge, so that way you can see over a bit better. That's why I've done that up here, but I'm not sure if I'm going to continue it all the way around here. It's definitely useful up here, but I think I'm not sure. It's one of those things I'll decide later. But yeah, so that's what I'm looking at there. And the other thing I've started so far is the wall around the city. Or around the town. So we'll go down there now. Okay, guys, now I'm back. So this is the start off of the wall so far. I've made an outside and inside sort of design now. I've been changing it up here and there, and I just want to see what looks best and what doesn't. So we'll go up here. So essentially, it's 2 blocks wide with one full block in the middle and half on each side, and then you have a view up here. I'm not sure if I want to do the same thing on this side in terms of having these pillars here. I'll definitely keep the iron bars in between these, but I think on this side I won't. That might create a fall danger. So I may as well I may end up putting a iron bars in between, but I'm not completely sure at the moment. So as you can see, there's a bit of a difference between these two. I originally was only going to make it sort of 1.5 blocks wide, but I thought that looked a bit strange. So I've increased it out to 1 here, and I just haven't done because I want to show you guys the difference between it. Now the next thing, so I'm fairly happy with at the bottom of this that I'm going to have. It's the stairs are turned in rather than just normally facing straight out like that. I found that I liked this look a bit better, so I will be probably keeping that. But the next problem I'm having was, do I want to keep it like this? So I want to have the same top and bottom, because if you have a look over here, that's how I've done it there. I like the look of that better, and I like that there, but I'm not sure. And then this is another design I came up with. So it works well for for 4 long walls. That there's there's full slab here, so there's full brick here, stair, 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 and stairs. So essentially, it creates sort of a cross pattern. Yeah, I'm not sure. That didn't really jump out at me that much when I was first making it, but yeah, I may or may not keep it. I'm not sure yet. And as you can see, this is the outside of the wall. I quite like it. I quite like it. So I may just keep it. And as you can see, every third, oh sorry, every third one, two. No, sorry. Every other sort of, I miss one and then I put a pillar down. I think that's the best way to explain it. Yeah, so I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to go around all the mountains. So come down here a little bit and hopefully not fall off. So as you can see, there's a big corner here. But I'm going to come around. I'm going to follow the contour of this mountain, go all the way around. And I'll probably do that on all of them, on all sides. And I'll do that around that one, put up some lights on that one. And essentially wall off the whole village. I think that's, or the whole castle area. And the reason I want to do that is because I want to start introducing some villages into this area here, but I want to make sure it's completely safe first before I do that, because I don't want to sort of build them, bring them across, and then have them all die due to zombies or other bad happenings. So yes, so that's what my plan is for the episode. Okay, guys, now I'm back. So I'm standing in front of my wall. I've sort of done a bit of terraforming here to show where the wall's going to come down. So it's going to come down here. It's going to stop about here, and then it's going to turn towards and go towards this wall, and then it's going to go around the mountain that way. So to start off, I'll show you how I sort of built the outline of the wall first. So as you can see, there is actually a hole through the hole through the whole thing. Um, and I think that's there because it's one, it saves me blocks, and two, if I want to put something in here later on, I certainly can. So we'll start off by just building along, and I'll sort of show sort of the basics of building the wall. I won't show everything because it will be quite long and it will take I think it'll take too much time for the video, and it's something that I'm going to be working on probably outside the video, but I'll show you sort of how it's being done. So if you want to do it yourself in your own world, you're welcome to do it. And essentially, it's just like this. And I'm going to need some half slabs to put over the top, but really, it's not that difficult to do. Yes, I'm not sure when because I have to bring down the elevation, right? So I think I might just start from here. I'll just keep it going because the main thing is I want sort of 3 levels here so nothing can really come up, and it's almost mob proof. I was thinking it was mob proof, but it's not because there's this line here which is a vertical line which a spider can climb up. So in here the spider would get stuck, but unfortunately there. So I may have to change the design a little bit to make sure that spiders can't get in. But again, that'll be something that I do later, and it doesn't really matter at the moment. Spiders aren't the biggest worries that I have. It's mainly creepers, the big worries that I have because they just do so much damage. And I know I can turn mob spawning, so mob griefing off, but it's a part of the game. I don't want to get rid of that because it feels like that should be a part of the game. So yes, as you can see, I'm just going to go down through here, and what I'll do is I'll finish the rest of this off, and then I'll come back and we'll see what it looks like in just a second. Okay, guys, now you can see I've built that wall there. I haven't put the slabs on it yet, but what I've done is I've come down. I've just filled in the valley with some bricks here, and I've lit the rest of it on the inside up. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to come over to my chest. I'm going to grab the slabs that I do have. That should be enough for the moment, and start filling it in so that yeah, I get a nice little platform to work on. And whoops, that was not how that meant to go. Now I don't know why. I've seen other people when they break the half slab blocks, they break normally, but for me they just don't seem to do that. I don't know why, but it just the way it happens for me. So yes, I've got a few mobs spawning around, which is pretty exciting. Now this one here, what I'm actually going to be doing is I'm going to be putting stairs in. As you can see, sort of over there, the stairs are in on the side. So I feel a bit crazy now. There we go. So I'll leave one spot for the stairs, and essentially just come down everywhere else. Is that shooting at me? No. He probably will shoot at me at one stage, but I've got my trusty bow to take him down. So yes, this whole bit here, this will all be stairs. So pretty much to there, and then so yes. So this is what I was doing with my fence. It's not the most exciting builds, but it definitely will look really good when it's finished. Oh, God darn it. There we go. Okay, so get rid of that little pain. We keep coming along. And yes, so I'll come back after I put all these blocks out, and I'll show you where we're going to go from there. Alrighty, guys. Okay, guys, now I put those slabs out. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to run back over there with my stairs. I'm going to put some stairs down, and we'll go from there. Now, nearly fell in, actually. That'd have been silly. Oops, and that is definitely not the right way that I wanted to do it. There we go. So if we want to sort of put it at the top end of this block, actually, sorry, the bottom end of this block, there we go. And then once that's middle, so essentially you can come up here and brilliant. So that's my plan, and I'm not sure where the light's coming from. It must be coming from the bottom, because I think there's lighting glitches with those slabs. So essentially, it's the same thing the whole way around around the base. There we go, and fill it in, and that's really annoying. I think that's because I placed it side on rather than straight on. So if I were to place it like this, it would do the same thing. But if I actually place it straight on, then I won't have that problem. And You know what? I can't be bothered to go get that. I know that's lazy, but yes. So essentially, I've got my walkway all the way around, so that's great. And I can go up and down without any trouble. And I've still got a good size area to walk on. Now, what I will be doing is I'll come up and so this is what I did before. Um, as you can see, it's 3 across, and then the outer wall here becomes just a few pillars high. So essentially, as you're running along here, you don't run off the wall because you don't want to run off the wall. That'd be a pretty a pretty tough day when you're running along, and you end up on the outside rather than on the inside. So yes, to build the outer platform, so it looks like these pillars are being held up. They're on top of some stairs. Oops, and not that way. This way. There we go. And then when you get to this one, so this one stays like that, and then you come down to this one. So, ooh, okay, thank you. Try it again. There you go. Go away. Go away. So yes, as we're coming along, I don't know how I'm going to do that actually now I think about it, because I think I was lucky at this point, and it was a corner block that was there. I didn't have to worry about that. Yes, it was a corner block. So what I might do is I might just go along putting these blocks down and see how far it goes. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Get rid of that one because obviously it can't support its weight on a on a dirt block. So I got 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so I'm gonna be 1 off. Or maybe I might just keep this. I'll probably end up then just keeping this up here. Let's try that again. Top of the block. There you go. And then this block here, these blocks, I will have to remove these stairs. I'm just doing this for the ease of making this video at the moment. I'll get rid of those and chuck in some of these. And then now I'm going to go back, oops, and fill in the rest of this while I'm here to show you how this is done. So the bottom is pretty much the same as the top, except for I placed these blocks against these column pillars rather than just against the back wall, and it gives that sort of seat look. And because that's going to show, I'm going to remove these ones. I'm going to put in some blocks like this, but not that way because that's wrong. Okay, so now we got that, and now I actually need to remove that one because you can see it. And that block is lost forever. So as you can see, it looks quite nice, I think. And if we get rid of this block, put that in like that, and do the same here. There. Well, that's alright, that's where it's going to be anyway, so... Alright, so let's quickly just run up to the top, and we'll see how that looks from up here. And we'll put in the final blocks on this side of it. So now we've got a nice little platform to place our blocks. And as you can see, it looks quite nice. And actually, these blocks here are actually going to be stairs. I forgot about that because they give that little extra lip, which makes it look really nice. Or it's what I really like, at least. If you don't like it, you don't have to put it in, but... Yeah, it's what I really like. So essentially, every block goes space, block, space, block, space, block, and that should correspond with the tower. So there's a tower here, miss one, and then a tower there. And I'm only keeping the torches on the outsides for the moment because that should keep this quite lit up. So that's 8 up here, 9, 10, 9. So that's all above 7. So that's brilliant. That's what we want essentially. And I'm going to build this all the way around. I'm going to go from here. I'll go all the way down here and keep going. So if you want, we can continue here. So that one there will have a block. This one here will have a block, but that's going to be the height of it because as you come down the stairs, sorry, that one needs to be. I'll get that later. Okay, that's a difficult question. I'll go and I'll come back and I'll see what I get. Alright guys, I'll be back with you in just a second. Okay guys, now I figured out, so normally I don't have a double length stair here, I have a half length stair. So as you come to here, you fall down first before you get to this block, so you're already on this level. So getting onto that level, I'm sure I can't seem to get there just walking. You might be able to get there sprinting, so yeah, the whole point is that yeah, there's a sort of a missing block there, and I think coming down on the stairs, it's a bit different. So yeah, I'm not sure how that's going to look in totality, but at least for the moment, that's how I think it's going to look for now. And then these ones are going to be the same sort of pain as before. But yes, I'll go away. I'll finish that up, and I'll come back in just a second. Okay, guys, so now I've laid out the rest of the stairs and slabs. Sorry, the stairs and blocks. But what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go through quickly and just remove all the half slabs, which I pretty much placed wrongly, uh, and replace them with stairs so that they look the right way. And I've started putting in the new. Sorry, I've started putting in. Oh no! I started putting in the new what are they called? I think they're called turrets or whatever they're called around the edges, so it looks nice. And as you can see, that corner worked really well with how the stairs came down. If some corners don't work so well, what I'll normally do is I'll put one here and one there, and that allows me to use up an even number of spaces rather than the normal odd number of spaces. So stairs work really well, especially with the new cornering abilities that were. Well, they're not. The cornering ability isn't that new, but when I started playing, it definitely wasn't there, so it was a real pain sometimes to do it. I do know the color of this stone is sometimes hard to see the difference in textures. I may or may not change to something else later on, but at the moment I'm pretty happy with it, and I won't really change. There we go. So as you can see, that's quite nice. You got good amount of stairs here. And the only thing I've left off is I've made this one the wrong way because it needs to be like that. Yep. And this one needs to be the same because I haven't even cut this out of the ground yet. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and the fifth one is facing the opposite way. So there we go. That looks quite nice. And we'll start coming down putting these blocks. So that one's to stop the stairs. So when you come down, you don't fall over the edge. And then you miss one. And then we go 1, 2, and then I put one. I suppose I can put one there, and then you miss a few and come down to there. So I think that looks quite nice so far. Obviously, I've got to do the rest of it. I think I've got to grab some more blocks first, which I will. But I'll go along and like this as well, just so when I walk away, I don't get too many mobs spawning. Now, I'm not sure if I like that, but I suppose I need it, which is kind of annoying. So yes, I'll go and get some more torches. Sorry, more torches. I'll go and get more. Actually, you know what? Sorry guys, I'm just testing out if I like this or not. So, cause yeah, no, see, because that's at the same height, I can just walk straight onto it. If I had one here, that would have been better. Um, yeah, no, I'm gonna have to keep it the way it is. Not that way. That was not what I wanted to place. That was what I wanted to place, and a torch on top. Okay. Well, I guess that's how it's going to be for now. If I find something else I like better, I will put it in. I guess actually I'll put these out while I've got them, and I can go back when I run out completely. Yeah, so I've come up to here, and I'll continue building this around. I probably won't do it in between this episode and the next one, just because I think it's gonna be quite a long project, and I just don't want to sit here doing this for 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 like half a week. I think I get very bored of Minecraft if I did that. So I think this is going to be an ongoing project. And I might start building some of the stuff that I need for the villagers soon, because I'd like to get them in as soon as I sort of can. And I'll build this back up and see how we go. I try to match both sides quite well so they look pretty similar. So that way it gives a bit more continuity between them. So that's the same height, that's the same height, that's the same height. There, missed 2, and there we go, 1. Okay, so that actually worked out quite nicely. I do know that, that the end here is still open, so the mobs can come onto the wall. But when I finish that, this bit will all be lit up anyway, so that won't be a problem. I don't want torches on that side, I said. Oh, well, that's gone. That's gone forever. So as you can see, this is all nice and well lit. It comes together. I feel it's come together quite well, and it adds a bit of depth to the base, and it's quite a distance away, so I think it would be about right. And I got my stairs here. I've got to fix up this because this is only still 2 deep, but that'll be quite easy to fix. I think this is 3, but because I built that at a later stage. No, that's only 2. But yes, okay, guys. Now that's it for today. I showed you the new layout of the beacon, and I'll probably build some more of the King's Chambers in the next episode or two. But yes, if you like what I've done today, if you want to leave a comment, please do. I'm going to start uploading all my videos, and you should see them coming up soon on the Sin Survival channel. So if you'd like to subscribe, you can subscribe to this one, but definitely subscribe to the Sin Survival because that's where all the episodes will be going, and this channel will probably be going down quite soon after I'm happy with the migration. So as always, guys, have a good day and all the best. Sin out.